Guys, good afternoon. This is an afternoon time right in Abuja, Nigeria, West Africa. Guys, as you can see, I'm highly emotional. And from the title of the video, um, you can see he inspires both the young and the old. Yes, he inspires both the young and the old. And who is this person? It's Boss Marwa. Marwa has been the guy behind the many successes recorded in Yapohanse. Marwa has been the guy behind people elevating, becoming their best version of themselves. Guys, if you watch the content Marwa recorded and posted on the 23rd, which was 2 days ago, July 2024, that is the basis upon which the title and the content of this video is being recorded. Guys, wonderful people all around the world, welcome and welcome back, guys. On today's episode, as the title suggests, we are still talking about Boss Marwa and his stand and his ability to go, against each and everyone by letting us know enough is enough, and he will never ever give people opportunity and chance to misabuse the privileges that was gotten on power of God, to have a closer proximity with him, to the point that he held them by the hands and he has given them room to elevate, to become the better versions of themselves. As you've seen, guys, I started this on a sober, reflective, note. On a sober note, I nearly shed tears. Even now, my eyes are heavy with tears. Why? My eyes were heavy on tears, guys. It was what Priscah said in the video. Guys, the basis of this video is about Boss Marwa and the Zimbabwean uncle that stays in Australia, when he was bidding farewell. And in that video, Marwa titled it Never Again. He said that was going to be the basis. We'll still go back to talk about Priscah, guys. That was still going to be the basis upon which he will ever again, as I've told us recently, that he's gonna help anybody. Guys, you can see when he finished with the uncle from Australia, the Zimbabwean, when they were leaving, that's his YouTube name. I will tag him in this video. His YouTube name is Camera Yogi 23. Guys, I've been one of the earliest subscribers. I implore all of us to go and subscribe to his YouTube channel, because that man, from a spiritual eye, he's okay. Wonderful people, wonderful guys. You can see Marwa had course with him. Before this very recorded video that Marwa shared with us 2 days ago, there was a video he created with him, and they discussed on possible ways on how the man will leave the village back to Nairobi, Kenya. Marwa suggested, going through the Migori County Airport, or he will go through the 8 hours long journey through the bus. They now, discussed and agreed. So Marwa now finally, Marwa now, they agreed that he was going to leave on Tuesday. But we all know of the saga currently going on in Kenya, issues with the financial bill that the youth in Kenya are presently, giving it to the government. You understand? Very hot and bad. They are not backing down. So there was a protest, always a weekly protest, every Tuesday in Kenya. So they had to reconsider the text and moves on how the uncle will be traveling. So they now decided that he was going to leave on Monday. Guys, you can see Marwa decided to end up with this guy, and it can only be Marwa. Guys, wonderful people, it can only be Marwa. He inspires both the young and the old. Wonderful people, look at that uncle, look at his age. Nobody in this life has ever done this like Marwa. Somebody living another country, Australia, walking down to Kenya, to an interior village, just to locate someone to help him and hold him by the hand, to become the greater version of himself. You can see, guys, I've did the content here, and we've watched it through Marwa's content also, how the man told us what he intends to do after retiring, how he first left Africa, the continent, with the financial, the economic challenges, especially the SAP implementation, policy implementation in Zimbabwe back in the days, which was the same experience my country went through during the regime of General Badamasi Ibrahim Babangida, the former head of state of Nigeria, when he brought the IMF-backed structural adjustment program to the country, which plunged people into poverty. It plunged citizens into what? Abject poverty, that people were really going through hard times. And that was the same thing. At the same time, the man from Zimbabwe told us he sold everything he had and they relocated to Australia. And ever since, he has been there. At any moment from now, he wants to retire. And in retiring, he came all over to Marwa because he knew Marwa is the only person that will hold him by the hand and teach him the basic rudiments of content creation. And in doing that, he has found his help. Guys, do you know what it means to leave Australia? How many hours? Guys, how many hours through plane? Australia is not a small distance. It is a longer distance. I think it's the farthest, country in the world. If I'm right, drop it in the comment section, guys. If I'm not, just correct me. Nobody knows it all. We are all learners, and I'm learning from you also. And talking about learning, I'm always shout out to AMC Campbell, our 123, our 7. He's an intelligent person. He's one of our backbone here. I'm grateful, boss. Grateful for the love. Grateful for everything you've done to me. Grateful for the support from day one and up to this moment. Guys, you can see the man now told us how he intend going back. Guys, if this is not leadership, if this is not wisdom, if this is not impact, then what is it? You can see, guys, Marwa, young guy in his 30s, age bracket with me, Marwa and myself were age brackets, in his 30s, inspiring people all around the world. But yet, people are busy saying all manner of nonsense. He inspired both the young and old. Guys, talking about the young, you can see Priscah Sagati. I told us we are going back to her. Priscah Sagati, the beautiful Priscah Sagati, and even though she somehow resembled this alter ego personality with Paris, they somehow resemble each other. But the deal is Priscah Sagati, she's more darker in complexion. You understand? But the looks, they look. The personality and the look, the resemblance, everything. She resembles Paris somehow. So you can see the younger Priscah Sagati came and she met Marwa. She was gladly, she telling him how people have been trying to, see how they will misalign her to talk against Marwa. And she vehemently told us she was not going to talk against Marwa. She was not going to go against Marwa because she knew what it means to be grateful. That is a lady that knows the power of gratitude. She said, someone cannot take you, move you from a spot to another spot. Then you will not come back to talk bad about the person. Guys, wonderful people. Wonderful people. That is just the big deal. He inspired the young and the old. Nobody does that. And that's what leadership. And that is what power. And that is what influencing skill. When you talked about, leadership and influencing, it takes someone just of this nature, magnitude, to wield the enormous influence. The lady said, Priscah Sagati said, if you don't know Priscah Sagati, guys, Priscah Sagati, she's one of the committed and dedicated young ladies. Even though I learned, I think she was married before. The husband died, something like that. Priscah, and they're related. She's related. She's a cousin to Masupo Zero, aka the dirty swine of Nyapohanse. They're related. Somehow they're related. So if you don't know her, she's one of those people that they help during the 30-day party in Nyapohanse, and they cook for people. She's Priscah Sagati. Probably I'll tag her also in this video. I'm going to tag Boss Marwa. I'm going to tag the Camera Yogi 23, and I'm going to tag Priscah Sagati. Marwa bridged the gap. Marwa is the gap bridger. He bridged the gap between the old and young by giving them the opportunity to realize and understand that you can transform your life, and it's never late to start all over again. Guys, that was why I started this video on a sober note. my eye was filled because I was watching the content. At the time I'm recording this video, is some minutes after 4 p.m., which is today, the 25th day of July 2024. Though I'm not uploading the content today, I'm uploading the content tomorrow, which will be 26. Guys, and I'm sorry if you watch my yesterday's video, I'm still on the same this thing. I'm in office, so I shoot I'm somewhere in our new studio, so I shoot the content here. And the idea for this very content, when I watch the Marwa's this thing, it just came to me, so I had to record. So bear with me if I appear consecutively on the same attire. That is just, guys, Marwa is the force. Marwa is the one that is giving the whole white war and bringing the young and old together. That is just a big deal. Priscah, thank you. You can hear what Priscah said. She said, largely due to the influence and help of Boss Marwa, she was able to be gifted GoPro 10. Yes, she was gifted GoPro 10. She said a lady sent her the GoPro 10. And the lady watches Marwa, and you can see Marwa immediately brings out his camera to reflect his partner Rosho and Priscah Sagati, thanking the lady that has donated or gifted Priscah Sagati the what? The GoPro 10. Guys, you know what it implies? It implies Priscah Sagati now, she has no issue to be battling or complaining about content or her phone is this and that. The only challenge is get your GoPro charge and you start shooting. Guys, wonderful people. That is what? Influence. That is what? Leadership. And it takes a genuine person. The lady said, Priscah said, she can never, ever go against Marwa, and she will ever, forever remain indebted to Marwa. And that's what we've been preaching, and that's what we've been saying, because I myself have never known Marwa, and I can never go against Marwa. Marwa is human being. He has his shortcomings. I am not saying that he's a saint. He's a human being. Likewise, myself, I am not a saint. I'm a human being. Likewise, who? Camera Yogi 23, he's not a saint, he's a human being. Likewise, who? Priscah Sagati, she's not a saint, she's a human being. Likewise, you too watching me, my wonderful people. Nobody is a saint, it is only God Almighty that is wisdomic, omnipotent, omniscient, and does not make mistake. He knows the beginning and the ending, even before it gets started. And that is God. And nobody can share into God's glory. Nobody can share into God's, ability to help and scale up anybody. The grace are his, and it belongs to him forever and ever. And nobody can claim that. And that is why he decided to give Marwa a little bit of his grace. And Marwa is using and utilizing it effectively towards impacting the lives of young people, towards impacting the lives of old people. Just like Camera Yogi. Daddy, God bless you, Uncle. We bless you, we love you. I'm one of your subscribers immediately when Marwa called on us. And when I subscribe, you are fantastically fine. I'm happy you've never given up on yourself. Wonderful people. Marwa inspired the world, both the young and old. Guys, who again in this life has done that? Even those chasing celebrities, they're chasing celebrities. The celebrities are not helping people. And they themselves, they are not helping people. Those chasing leaders, the leaders are not helping issues. And that is why we talked about what? Example, William Ruto in Kenya. And you go and snap, hey, I met William Ruto, for instance, the man from Ghana. For instance, you go and snap with, I met William Ruto. Say it to low vibrational human beings. We respect leaders, but we don't see it as a big thing snapping with them. If I'm a kind of, I do have access to Nigerian leaders. I do have access to Nigerian leaders, but I don't look at it, I don't see it as if it is a big deal to even snap with them and be posting and be saying, it's none of my business. It's none of my business. I've had opportunity of working in policy space in Nigeria where I've met with top-ranking politicians. But I've never moved by that. I've never moved by all those things, even to the point snapping, sharing. No. Guys, that is Marwa, and that is influence. Nobody does it better than Marwa. Marwa is the guy. And Priscah went ahead and told us, or she confirmed and confessed that again she has a parcel of land somewhere. She called the name of the village. I don't know the name of the village, but it is around Nyapohansi. I cannot recall the name now. It's around Nyapohansi. Priscah told us that she now got a new land. And courtesy because of who? Subscribers of Marwa. And Marwa promised her immediately. Guys, you can see, as a genuine guy that he is, Marwa immediately promised her. He said he will ensure. He sent her, even if it is one, tipper of sand to her land. And that lady said she will continually remain indebted. She said she has no reason. She said people have been intimidating her. People have been coercing her. People have been forcing her to see reasons why she should go against Marwa, but she said she will never ever, over her dead body, will she ever go against Marwa. And that is the loyalty we want, and that is the loyalty we are preaching, and that is what it implies to know that yes, someone has had impact on your lives, someone has changed you, someone has given you an opportunity to become the very best version of yourself. Not all those narcissistic people. They will be up and they will end up going against Marwa. Guys, in that video, when Marwa brought that man, you can see Marwa now took us. He said he was going around to meet to go to the family house. So he went through Mayukno's side and he enters Gavi's verse, the Irish lady that she's married to Bushman dude. Guys, you can see influence, you can see impact, see more of impact. Gabi Vaz, she's also a middle-aged woman that has relocated to Kenya and she's married to who? The Bushman dude. You can see the impact they're having on their land. Guys, it is only can be Marwa. Marwa said something. He said he's happy that he's saying it with all those sense of humility. He's not saying it as in to feel proud, or he's trumping it that people should, look it or see it as if he's taking pride or he's being boastful. He said no, but squarely all the transformation taking place right now is in Nyabohansi is largely due to his influence, and he's happy that God has used him to. Check that in. Guys, you can see the project being undertaken by Gabi Vaz and the husband, the Bushman. That was just it, something marvelous. He now left there. He went through Unasto's area, but he said he was not going to record because Ernesto is not there. He will find time to visit Gabi Vaz and their husband again. He has visited some weeks ago. They will still visit with his partner Rosho, and the same thing applicable to Ernesto. They will visit Ernesto's place. Guys, so now Boss Marwa went to the family house and he welcomed Lagre and the dog welcomed him. And when that day, when Marwa entered that well, the dog, jumped and fell inside the well. Marwa entered that well, guys, and he picked out the dog. I know, the dog was almost giving up. He was dying. Marwa said no. Marwa showed us everything. I think it's getting to like 2 to 3 years now. And boss, talking about you knowing Jitriba is more than 2 or 3 years. You knowing Jitriba, boss, immediately, I think it's after COVID. When COVID hit, it's after COVID when you know him. Because immediately when Bob visited and left, then you now travel and come back. That was when you started. This thing is getting to 4 to 5 years now, boss. When you've known Charles Jitriba. Guys, if you don't know, Jitriba's name is Charles. His name is Charles. Yes. Guys, today's video, we've just done it to congratulate and thank Boss Marwa for being there, for bringing the bridge in connecting the old and the young. Guys, wonderful people all around the world. My people in America, UK, Canada, Germany, Jamaica, Kenya, Nigeria, United Arab Emirates, Belize, Trinidad and Tobago, Sweden, Namibia, and South Africa. Any other place, guys. welcome and welcome good. Here we give you the very best of content that are relatable, straight up from Abuja, Nigeria, West Africa. Respect, guys. Yes, he's the only guy that has succeeded in inspiring people all around the world. Nobody does it like him. Nobody can do it like him again. We don't know when, but people like Marwa comes once in a while, just like the famous Michael Jackson or Blessed Memory, just like the famous Bob Marley or Blessed Memory, and there are many, change agents and fortune, destiny steerers and changers of a community that they have come and gone. So Marwa is just like those kind of persons. Marwa is just like them. So wonderful people around the world, my people in America, UK, Canada, Germany, Jamaica, once again, Kenya. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Priscah Sagati. Thank you for loving Marwa. Thank you for being there for him. Thank you, boss, for always standing up for humanity. Guys, my wonderful people around the world, see us in our next video. Bye-bye.